when it's time to get it in, I ain't the one to mess with.
Bellator returns with a double title fight tilt. Light heavyweight champ Vadim Nemkov is on a collision course.
Ain't no way to stop us when we hit ignition.
With the most terrifying fighter in MMA, Yoel Romero.
What a monster!
Plus, bantamweight champ Sergio Pettis.
Pettis, spectacular!
Faces Bellator GOAT Patricio Pitbull.
Ain't no way to stop us when we on a mission.
Bellator MMA, Nemkov versus Romero, and Pettis versus Pitbull. Friday on Showtime.
Get a great offer courtesy of KG Certified and BetMGM, the king of sportsbook. Sign up using bonus code KG1000 and you'll get back up to $1,000. Yes, $1,000 in bonus bets if you do not win your first bet. BetMGM's parlay specials, daily odds, boost, and fan-friendly promos make it the best place to bet on all of your favorite sports. Download the BetMGM app today or go to betmgm.com and enter your bonus code KG1000. Yes, KG1000. Nothing beats a W at BetMGM. Y'all know what it is. It's KG of Truth, man. KG Certified. Let's go. Right.
All right, first up, Denver Nuggets, first-time champion, 2023. Jokic, absolutely incredible in his run to the playoffs.
So we should start off by congratulating them, right?
Congratulations, Denver. We talked about what they had to do to win it, and they stepped up.
They did it, man. Man, probably one of the more humble superstars I've ever seen in the league with Joker. And, but congratulations to the Denver Nuggets, man. Y'all did that. You know, as a team, as a unit, stayed consistent throughout in the whole playoffs. Crazy run, yo. I've never seen a run like this, so congratulations.
Man, you know what? When I look at the whole West, I think the only thing that's gonna keep them from like going in again is just health. You know that.
Yeah.
You gotta, if they healthy again, I'm just looking at the layout of the West.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really see Golden State there right now as constructed. If they make a move, of course, they back in the mix. You know, the Lakers as constructed, if they make a move, you know, these other teams gotta make a move. Like as constructed, the way they ran through the West, you know, they swept the Lakers. They did this to Phoenix. You know, Phoenix they all gotta get better.
Yeah.
And I don't see what Denver got to do, but as constructed in the West, if they healthy, they'll be back.
I only see Denver getting better, though. You know, they had Brown, Jeff, Uncle Jeff coming off the bench, and the guys they had coming off the bench, your boy from Kansas.
Brown.
Brown, he coming, I only see Denver getting better if you can add to that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, health and humbleness. You know, being humble and understanding how you got there is a big part of getting there. You know, too, they didn't really get hit with no injuries, and I think Murray messed his hand up a little bit on some strawberry shit on the floor, but other than that, I don't think that it was anybody else, had issues with anything. And you know, when you get to that length, everybody's nipped up, right? So, you gotta be a little lucky, you gotta definitely be healthy, but adding on to what they got right now, bro, they got a steamroll. They got a steamroll right now.
Is Joker the best player in the league right now?
I always take that if you was on the playground and you had all this library of guys, who would you take, right? That's how I look at it, right? Yeah.
All right, so during the finals, I tweeted out that Jamal Murray was the best point guard in the league. What you think?
Best point?
Best point guard in the league.
Best point guard in the league?
In the league,
with
right.
Kyrie and Luka and Ja? Nah.
I mean, he can score just as good as any of them.
I got that.
He averaged 10 plus assists.
I got that. But if you telling me...
He plays solid D.
I got that.
But
you telling me...
He give you everything.
I got that.
Like, as a point guard...
Got you.
It ain't nothing he can't do.
You're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to put it in his hands to let him think about it. I know you still got. I name so you got Luka, you got Ja, you got Steph Curry. Right now, I think
Kyrie.
I think Jamal Murray is the best point guard moving forward in the league.
No, I'm not gonna say that. It's probably about four. It's about 4 point guards I take in front of him.
Ooh.
But he's solid.
Ooh.
And guess what?
In front of him?
Hold on. Yeah. About 6, actually.
Ooh, damn.
As I sit here and think. Stop. But I'm not saying that. And I don't want to, I'm not crushing none of his glory.
No, I feel you.
I'm giving him his flowers. He played unbelievable in this series.
I mean, the whole run.
The whole run. You know what? But he was motivated. He came off like, you know what, y'all forgot about me. Y'all got me fucked up.
Right.
Like, that's how he was playing. Like, y'all what? Y'all got me. And then you remember the shot he missed on Miami for the game, and it was 1-1.
Right.
He actually thought he was gonna hit that shit, P. He shot that shit like, yo, oh.
Right.
But he was like, man, yo. So he was playing like y'all forgot about me.
Right.
And I love that in him. I think him and Joker, their dynamic, man, it's no better 1-2 punch in the league on how their dynamic works. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
You know why? Because they play off each other so
No,
good.
I get that, but I'm saying the dynamic is unbelievable. So in that understanding of him being a guard, he's big, you can post him, he got mid-range, crazy, all that. I take that. Like, he got some shit that you go, ooh, and I can understand that argument.
You know, and when we talked about all year, we were talking about the best duels in the league, remember? Because a lot of it was Tatum and
But you
Brown.
said point guard.
Yeah, but,
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
You look at them as a duel now.
I'm just talking about his dynamic and how he plays with Joker.
Yeah.
You can't just bring a point guard in and do all that shit.
Right,
That's what I'm saying. So him, that's why I say when you say that argument, I understand you. I'm like, I see. But when you talking about mano and I'm picking them in the joint and I got about 4 or 5 or 6 other point guards out here, I'm taking Ja before him. I'm taking Dame Lillard before him. I'm taking Steph before him. I'm taking Luka. You know what I'm saying? I may take Shea Alexander-Gilchrist. Like, that's a little, poquito. Like, you know?
I don't know.
Like, you asked.
I just feel like
he nice,
certain players can only play with certain players. Like, you know, Luka, okay, he's a great point guard, but like, you need to have a certain dynamic with him. Like, with that, if you put Luka with Joker, would it be the same dynamic? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm like, Jamal Murray, you could put him on any team in the league. Any team in the league, and he gonna like, the chemistry gonna be there. It's gonna mesh together good, a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Because he can play off the ball, he can play on the ball. You know what I'm saying? He could go to score mode, he can go to passer mode. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at guards like that, like Steph Curry can do that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't ball dominant. So that's what I like when I say that point guard who can play like Kyrie gotta have the ball. You know what I'm saying? So like when I'm looking at that dynamic, I'm like, man, I like a guy like that. He fits the Steph Curry. He's not Steph Curry, but he fits that mold because you can have him on the ball, off the ball, and he makes your lineup more versatile. You know what I'm saying?
He can do multiple things.
Yeah,
and
that's why I like him.
I think too, we're not taking into account of Joker's greatness too. You know what I'm saying? This real shit. He plays with a motherfucker that is just unbelievable IQ and make it look easier. And it's really handoffs. They doing handoffs, P. They doing elbow handoffs, backdoor cutting at the same time with weak side action. Bro, that's like, so I'm speaking basketball here. So just to let y'all know, it's almost like a quarterback saying hike. And as he said hike, a nigga going in motion, he faking it, and this a nigga going for a bomb. Meanwhile, he handed off, and it looked like a draw, and everybody's opened up because they're playing. It's like beautiful basketball, and I don't think that anybody in the West right now is going to be able to turn this style of basketball off. My question to you is, are we going to see, you remember when Golden State started picking up the pace and everybody started playing like that, and then they called it Nelly ball, and then all of a sudden it went from Dallas to Golden State, and then Golden State, and then all of a sudden Portland was trying to have a version of it because they had CJ McCullough, and then you start seeing all these 2-guard fronts. You remember that shit? And then the league started playing fast, right? It seems like Denver style is every coach's dream. You know why? Because all 5 are involved. Yeah. They won, Lord, because you didn't know who to turn off. When they tried to turn Joker off, they started Gordon. When Gordon got going, Murray got hot. When Murray got going, Brown came in and got money. Yeah. Porter Jr. stopped and gave you 25 one game, gave you 2 blocks another game. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Gordon. I'm saying, they all came in. So are we going to start seeing a style change, P?
I think you notice.
Can you though?
No,
Can you though?
Everybody always tries to emulate the champs. You know that, right? So like when Golden State won, everybody wanted to shoot the threes and do all that. Now everybody looking like, damn, we see how Miami got there. We see how Denver got there. Like it must be something in that recipe.
If I'm Sacramento, I'm looking like we can be that.
Yeah,
they got a big that can pass.
Yeah.
He's willing. He can score on you if you want him. I'm just mirroring it. I'm just like, man, I'm watching the style. Mike Brown is a big advocate of that Golden State, but he also can convert and go right into a Denver style. You feel me?
Right.
Lord, the league's finna start. But this is good for basketball too. And I don't like guard dominant. I don't like guard dominant on the ball. I don't like Bron, I love him, but I would love to see him play off the ball too when you see that speed going up and down the sidelines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that takes away from the easy buckets and the athleticism. But a lot of times, dominant guards, they don't make anybody else around them better from a rhythm standpoint.
Now that it's all said and done, where do you rank Murray and Joker as a duo?
So I don't like to actually rate guys while they're playing.
They're just like
the cake
duels
is in the
around
oven.
the league.
No. The cake is in the oven with them. No, I'm talking about duels of all time, bro.
I'm talking about in the league currently. Currently.
They won. Ain't nobody better than them.
So that's the best duo
That's
right
the best duo in the league.
Right now.
And this gonna be the new roadmap. Get you a 1-2 pick and roll, and then get you a weak side of third. Watch out, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is up in the free agent market today, right? Watch it.
I think
He's going to get traded. He's in trade conversation.
He's in trade conversation.
I'm just talking about.
He can shift some teams.
I'm saying that shooters like him are become more valuable when you have them strong side doing that same action. You understand? Like, just imagine, I'm going like this a little bit, so just follow me. Yeah. I'm saying, when you have a 1-2 duo like that, and say you're Mike Brown, he thinks De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis can be that.
Right. So it's about putting the right pieces.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do that if you don't have a Malik Monk in this strong side to be able to hit the shot, or to have, you know what I'm saying? Well, you can't help off the corner. And I'm just seeing that duo. If you have a big that, like think about Cat up in Minnesota, him and Edwards, him and Ant-Man, like the two man in which you can copy the same formula if you have a big man that's versatile, that can hand it off, dribble, hand off. You know, everybody think they can dribble, hand off. Lord, when the guy's on you and you got to be able to dribble and keep him off you, say he reject, you got to be able to make this pass, say you got to cross the big. There's so much you got to be able to do to be in this spot to hand off that I'm seeing that if you have a big that mirrors something like Joker, you can do something like
But
this.
then also, you know what the big...
And it makes your team better too.
The big, he got to be able to put pressure on the switches, which Joker do. So you cannot switch.
He got to be able to play, yeah. He got to be able to guard.
Because think about it, when you switch and he at the free throw line, he make you pay. He back you all the way down, and if you don't trap,
he missed the mid-range.
He making that.
Yeah.
He making that jump.
You talking about Joker?
No, yeah, Joker. He make you pay for switching. So if I'm these bigs around the league and I'm looking at a formula, because a lot of times bigs switch on the perimeter, and then they get stuck on the perimeter shooting threes now.
Right.
Like when I'm looking at guys like Cat, Towns. And if I'm looking like guys like Joel Embiid who switch at the free throw, you got to make the smalls pay. And Joker was making them pay with either the post up, back you down, or he was finding cats for these open jumpers.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying.
They got to look at this. You know, Greek Freak in that category too. Like, look, he showed that he could dominate you with the passing, with the scoring.
And the rebound.
Man.
This is the first time I've ever seen anybody in the finals have like a 30-20, a 20-20. I was like, yeah, well, Joe, that was one more of the more impressive runs I've seen a player have in any of basketball. First off, man, Joker looks like the most humblest motherfucker I've ever seen. I've never seen a player who's won the NBA championship, and he was just dormant. He was more into his daughter, and like, man, he was off. Here's what we say off. When you say off, you don't come ask that player nothing. That player has his knee braces down. We call that off. He was off. Like, nah, I got a jet leaving tomorrow morning. I'm finna be in. Nah, we got a parade. Nah. Like, it was the most humblest shit I've ever seen.
You know what it was like? You watch Avengers when Thanos hit you with the snap, and then he went to the grassy knolls and was just chilling.
It was chilling. It was right here.
He hit him with the snap, like it was over.
Like Joker,
right,
like I'm off.
Mission done.
Nah, man.
It was like mission is over.
Job finished. Job finished. Yeah, job finished. I'm out.
Job finished.
Like, it's over. I don't have no more obligation. Y'all talking about a fucking parade? Yeah, big fella parade. Like, nah, I'm out. Like, I've never seen that. Like, he's a one of one, bro. I've never seen this. Listen, I've never seen the championship picture being taken with your best player in third row of the picture. If y'all go back and look at the Denver picture, go look at the championship picture. They got the players in the front, and they got the staff in the second, coaches on the second row. The third row is supposed to be friends and family. I think Joker's probably fourth row. He's right here. As y'all look at me, he's going to be to your right up in this section right here. He's not in the picture, Pete.
Are we in the Euro era right now?
Yeah, Lord.
Like, I know when you talk about not only the players, but like...
We are.
If we talking about...
We are. We are.
the teams who have one of these European players winning it all. Because if you look at the last 4 champions,
they are dominating our sport.
It's like what? Who was it? It was,
you remember Giannis run? You remember Giannis?
Giannis.
Warriors last year.
Warriors last year. Then before that was who? Giannis.
The Bucks.
I'm talking about the players.
LeBron, but I'm just saying, yeah, the players definitely. But are we looking at the European era to where it's going to be a European players about to start stacking up these chips, whether it be Embiid?
We are here. We are here. You think Joker gonna come off this?
Joker,
hell no. Boy, it's gonna take
Giannis.
our army to stop this.
I mean, you got to figure Giannis gonna win another one eventually.
Wembanyama.
Ooh, we throwing him in here? We throwing this in? We throwing him in this already?
No, he's not in this conversation.
Listen, bro. Shit.
I mean,
shit.
I don't know yet.
Giannis and Joker didn't look this polished as a prospect at this age with this kid. So what you saying, he fits right into the narrative of what we're saying,
number one
right?
pick coming in.
Lord, listen, Joker, if you go back and look at him, they showed him, bro. He looked super regular.
So if you a team...
He looked super regular back then. He was, man, look, they was calling him turkey. Lord, he jumped this high. He got Lord, they went back and watched Joker, man. He was just giving you the same game. We weren't respecting it, though. Oh, he can't jump. He ain't powerful.
You can't really foresee that,
man,
though.
listen.
It's like when you look at the league, he ain't athletic, he's slow.
He ain't blocking no shots.
He ain't no shot. He's 7 feet, can barely get up and down
man,
the court.
We shit all on Joker, man.
Got picked 41st, and now he went from...
Man, he the best player in the world.
Damn.
It's like when we was laughing at Dirk, and Dirk was over there doing a lunge with a shot, coming down, doing the Michael Jackson split. Dirk was giving you all this. Dirk was spinning on one leg, shooting. We was like, what the fuck is that?
If I'm in the front office right now...
The next day, that was the lead.
If I'm in the front office right now, I'm putting more stock into my European scout team.
Oh, wow. So
you know what I'm saying?
And African, too. There's some Africans that ain't been...
Just out of the United States.
Listen, straight up. Look, this is what I wanted to say. And you know what, too, P? The Europeans ain't just playing. They are dominating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're dominating. Man, you remember Giannis' run? Man. Giannis had one of the craziest runs, dog.
Yeah,
Giannis was looking like Shaq with Katie Parks. You understand?
For real.
He was hitting threes. Man, listen. If you don't even have no Euro, you can't even be in the league right now. If you ain't got no Euro, bro, you can't be in the league.
Nah.
Man, your move now is if you ain't Euro, bro, you can't even hoop.
Or you can't be a star.
Nah, bro. Nah. I'm talking about right now. Go to Lifetime. And first time them niggas see you can't Euro? Oh, no. You ain't getting picked back up. What? And you run somebody over? You can't Euro both ways? If you can't do that ugly layup right now that look like this, and when they put it out early, like if you can't do all that, bro, you can't play today.
Who would you say is the pioneer of that?
James Harden is the godfather of all this shit. James Harden was the first cat I saw on tape trying to triple step back. He had the roll-up shorts. He had this rolled up. He was doing all the crazy moves. He was the first thing I saw start doing the trip. It was like he was tap dancing. Then he got in the game and started doing that shit. I was like, damn. Then I saw Steph Curry actually mock him, laugh at him and do the move one night.
No, but the Euro,
next thing I know, everybody in the league was doing
the double
that.
step back and the Euro. If you ain't got that,
Giannis made. If we could put stock in Euro step, Giannis made the Euro. You remember Giannis caught the ball from half court? I think it was in New York, and he took one dribble and Euro'd and dunked the motherfucker some shit. Like, he made the Euro cracking.
But doing it at 7 feet, too.
7 feet, and now it was like, oh, I'm gonna get a charge. No, I'm not getting charged. Like, now ain't nobody taking no charges. Your charge looks stupid now, because he gonna Euro you anyway.
Right.
Like, and then today, if you ain't got a Euro and a step back, you can't play in today's game. Straight up. Every motherfucker is practicing. That's in your regimen. You know how you go get 5 this way, you make 5 that way, you make 5 in the middle?
You know what I think they should do? They should add another foul.
Add another foul?
Yeah. Because you can't guard anyway. Make it 7 fouls to foul out.
I think after
7 fouls to get to the free throw line.
I say after 6, you get to the free throw line, you can just play.
That's what I think. I think they should add another foul.
But then, it takes a toll. I
don't like when you get that 2 fouls in the first quarter, you got to take them out. They need to add another foul.
Nah, that's just gonna be having niggas beat up more, man.
Add another foul?
Another foul gonna be, man, I got one more.
The game. What you think about that, though?
I got one more foul?
You get
Hell
one more foul,
no.
add a 7 foul. Or This is what the league should do.
It's malicious though. I'm thinking on some malicious shit.
If you get a seventh, you should never be able to foul out. If you pick up a 7 foul, no matter if you're in the bonus or not, that player get 2 free throws.
Right. After 5 fouls, you're getting the shot anyway. Yeah, you're getting a free throw anyway. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, because you're in the bonus. So
but
it's
you
going
get to keep that person in.
Right.
We need to have a session on new
So let me
rules
ask you this. I got one. Before you ask this question, hold on, because we're right here. What would you do to change the game to make it better?
That's what I would do. I would add another foul so players get a 7th foul. I would move the 3-point line back a little more.
No, man.
And the free throw line.
Look, we gotta graduate from
I think you'll shoot less threes. That's why I don't like when I see 5, 10 threes shot at
I think we need
back to back. If you move the lineup, then there'll be more emphasis on more like, offense.
It's time for the 5-pointer, man. I know we thinking rock and jock. I know y'all looking at me
know what
weird
I
and
think
shit.
the league gonna do?
We need a 5-pointer.
I think
that
the
bitch
league-
need to be right when you come across half court. And you know what? Coaches are going to start to implement it in the game plan. Why?
I think they gonna implement
Because they
it.
shooting the motherfucker from deep anyway.
Yeah.
Just dig the long ball. What do you mean? Like, real shit. The fuck? Like, we're not in a power game no more. It's either you get dunked on, ain't no more mid-range. Murray, that's why he lives. He lives so much. Him and Shea Gilchrist, they the best short game, mid-range.
I'll tell you one thing.
It's
You know what else
lost
I'll do?
art.
You know what I'll do though? I'll widen the lane out like the Euro.
See, we
Because
going.
ain't no more post play.
So next thing you know, we knocking the ball off the rim too, right?
Yep.
See, we Euro.
might as well-
Now we're a world game. We're a world game.
We are a world game.
Damn.
Why don't we do that?
Damn.
We should be able to knock the ball off.
Damn.
We should turn it straight. We should do exactly like that. Why not? Don't it make sense at this point?
Damn.
Don't that make sense now?
P, it's done now, P. It ain't
That
even.
makes sense. If we
If
gonna
you do
do it,
that,
you going all
we're
the way.
considered universal for real.
Yeah.
Like
We
it
a
ain't-
world game
So now
now.
we start using the FIBA ball too. We start using the little joint that got the little mismatch. They got the orange, the white, the orange, the white. We back in the ABA.
We do that. We do that for the
Players ain't gonna be
playoffs.
feeling that. They use the ABA ball.
Yeah.
Nah, that
Widen the lane.
smack it off the rim.
Smack it off the rim. Because think about it, ain't nobody posting up no more, right? Only one is Joker and Embiid.
So the shot clock, 20 seconds now.
Nah, that's too low. Because damn, I'll go.
Man,
I keep the shot clock the same.
Sacramento had a game this year where they went 158. I thought I was watching my 2K player league. I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. They had 160 this year. Didn't Sacramento get 160 this year? What? Clippers. 160, P?
It was
P,
a
what?
triple overtime,
Nah,
yeah.
fuck that. The pace though, P.
Yeah.
The pace, that's 160. Man, All-Star games get 150. Like, God, 160, P? P, you gotta be tired after that shit. God, what? So straight up, 2 things. 1, you running like a motherfucker, and 2, ain't no defense being played in that motherfucker. You understand?
look at my
You're
last
sore.
year.
And you ran about 10 miles.
I think my last year with the Clippers, I think
You lost about what?
I
50
think-
pounds?
No. Look, I think the Golden State Warriors ran at 150 on us in regulation.
Damn.
I think I was
150?
I was looking like, ooh, I think they ran at 150.
150 is a lot of points, y'all.
In regulation.
150 in 48 minutes?
I don't know if it's. I think they got either 146 or something
Man,
in
listen, it
regulation.
don't matter. 140 a lot. 130 a lot.
Man.
130 in the league?
In regulation.
Man, your coach should be fired. Your defensive coach should be fired right there on the spot. 130?
Ain't no defensive coaches no more.
Man, what are you talking about? Absolutely.
Is defensive coaches still?
Hell yeah, it's defensive coaching. You gotta have defense in the league.
What you like? It ain't like when we played.
You know what, too?
No, it ain't like what's a. I don't even see when I watch the NBA today a defensive scheme.
You tripping.
I see everybody switching,
You tripping.
and that's it. What is it? What you see schemes?
No, ain't no schemes.
That's what I'm saying. We had schemes, didn't we?
We definitely have schemes, but when you got a guy like Joker or Embiid, you got to go scheme.
The only scheme is fight over the pick.
No, double.
Joker ain't doubling.
They switching everything on pick and rolls.
Nah, Joker was giving Bam that jumper all day.
Oh no, that was the game plan.
Yeah,
and
over the pick, so it wasn't no scheme.
We talking about that series. Or we talking about what you talking
As an
about?
overall, it's
Overall.
switch everything.
Switch everything is everything.
And
right.
ain't nobody really trapping the pick and roll.
Nope.
Ain't nobody
showing, getting back. Everything is switch. And guess what offense doing? Oh no, I want that matchup. Come on, you got him. I want him.
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
Right.
So
That's
they no
the
real
gap.
defensive schemes.
But you got to go over D. You got to go over some type of structure.
Spo, he brought the zone back. I think more teams going zone next year.
Motherfuckers is lazy, dog. You know what I don't like about today's player? Don't nobody want to hurt. Bro, you're going to have to hurt. And you know what? Denver didn't get any credit for their defense. You remember Jimmy Butler threw that motherfucker away? It's because everybody was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Denver played defense too, bro. They got some stops. They rebounded. They did what you had to do to win, man. Straight up. And that's going to be the new wave, P.
Yeah.
The score was 176-175 back
Dang.
in February. Kings Kings at Clippers. It was
Dog.
a double overtime game.
It's going to be a 200-point game before we die. It's going to be a 200-point game before
Bro,
we
that's
die.
amazing. Bro, that is amazing.
It's going to be a 200-point game. And listen to
again,
this.
Nate. It was
it's going to
what?
be a team.
It was what?
It's going to be a team that's going to attempt 65 threes in the game.
Sacramento.
They only shot, the Kings shot 41 threes in this game,
Listen.
and the Clippers shot 45. Malik Monk had 45 off the
Sacramento can
Damn.
fucking put up points, bro. And if they put some more scoring on that shit, man, listen, I can't wait till the summer. I can't wait to see the acquisitions and all that shit, bro. The summer gonna be cracking, bro.
You know what? Another thing I'll do. I'll add one more minute to each quarter. 13-minute quarters. I'll add another minute. One more minute. 13.
52-minute game.
52-minute games.
Damn, that's long. Shit.
But then, you know, you're gonna play more people.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Niggas can
If
barely
you got
play this.
15 on a roster, you're gonna utilize your roster more.
So would you shorten it from doing 82 games to 65 if you're gonna do that? You add another minute if you go
I'll
to
add
60
one
games.
more minute.
Go to 60 games.
I'll go to 70 games.
I'm about to say, you know guys get
Because
prorated.
now
It ain't 12 games now.
we ain't gonna have this low
Right, you get
management.
prorated now. You ain't getting paid 82
We go
games.
72 then. 72.
Niggas will do
72.
70.
72.
10 games gonna mean something too
So
on that
we're gonna
check.
lessen out the back-to-backs. We're gonna lessen out the low management because every game gonna mean more now.
Niggas still gonna be chilling, man. You gotta, man.
I'm trying to hurt people.
Nah,
That's not hurting nobody.
Our problem is, real shit. Our problem is that these
Something
players,
gonna change.
Nah,
you know,
these-
the game evolves.
man, you gotta be in shape. How the fuck do we have players out of shape during the fucking season? That's what I'm saying. Don't nobody want to practice? What the fuck you mean?
Don't
That's how
nobody
you
work
get
out.
better.
They don't work out no more.
What you mean they
Like
don't
that.
work out?
No,
How
listen,
the fuck are you a professional? You ain't working out.
Listen. It's a different workout,
Man, listen
man.
to
Look,
them. This is
so they workouts
Listen to
is
this
in the
shit.
gym. Our workouts, we to the beach, to the
Play.
sand dunes. But you know that kind of workout we was doing, sprints on the track. They not doing that no more.
They're not on the track sprinting no more?
They not doing
They're not
that
doing lines no more? Why?
They not working out
on
like-
agility? They're not working on speed? They're not working
They
on
not
power?
They not going
Blasting?
to the beaches. They doing everything in the gym with the trainers. They on the treadmill. They doing in the court.
They ain't running the neighborhood? They ain't going for a run in the neighborhood?
They not doing that. They not doing the Rocky workouts we did. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't going to the tennis court doing lines and none of that?
Nah, hell no. They not running the bleachers at the football
No,
stadium.
I saw Luka running bleachers. I saw Luka running stairs
Man,
in what looked like his home.
It was like all of us was doing that. Now you got a few doing that. Like that was like the regimen in the summer. All right, we're gonna get these beach runs in.
You know
We're
why?
gonna get these bleacher runs in.
The trainers are different. You got these.
Yeah,
you got
it's
these,
more individual on-court
and
work.
you got these
to get you in
dad-ass
shape.
trainers now who train their son, and now they work for the son. Meanwhile, it's D3, D2, and that's what our game looks like. Our game don't look professional no more. Our game looks European. Flopping it all the time. That's what I would do.
Ooh.
I would call fouls for flopping. That's when I would raise fouls. I give you 7 fouls, and then guess what? You flop all this shit right on the dime. I'll run up on your ass too. Flop. I got to flop. Flop on right here. Flop. I'll yell it out. Flopper. Flop. You should go in the fucking cage for 2 minutes for flopping. Straight up. We should have a flopping cage. Yes. Hey, Adam, if you're listening, let's talk about the concept of a flopping 2-minute like box. Oh no, you want to get it out? At 7 minutes and 42 seconds, I saw in the third quarter you flopped 15,000.
And then one more
You know
thing
how you
too.
get? You know how you get for a flagrant? You get fined. You should get fined for flopping. Flopping should come with a fine. All flop. You want to get flopping out the game? Yeah, I'm gonna fine your ass.
We got to also figure out how to speed up the replay system. I think, you know what
Give the
I'm saying?
replay a clock.
No, yeah.
The 30-second
Yeah. And
So what?
sometimes they be sitting over there.
Lord, they waiting on the call. They gotta
No,
wait.
but they go look at the play too.
Right, they gotta wait for Secaucus to get a call.
The refs, the main ref in the booth when you're not.
Back
when you
in
got,
Secaucus.
you know, Salvador, if he up there like Salv, you looking like he
Right.
should make the call.
Me?
Or Monty, you know, Monty in the office. They should be like, all right,
Dick Pavetta is back in headquarters like,
At
okay, it's a
headquarters,
charge,
hey, it's
call
a
charge.
Okay, that's it. Now go back and tell.
Right, Dick Pavetta sometimes sleep. Dick.
Wake up, play
What was it, a charge? No, he charged. It was a charge?
Hey, Monty, wake up.
Call it in, say it was a charge.
You got Monty in there.
Monty in there talking, having dinner. Hold on.
Having a steak dinner.
Shit, hold on. Let me see it. Yeah, this is Monty. I'm here. Yeah. What was it? What'd you guys call? Let me see it.
Let me see.
Oh, fuck, no. It's not a fuck. You fucking dumbass. You just finna. Don't call that shit. No, he walked. Travel, call that shit. And stop calling me back with this shit.
Right. The replay.
Go back to it.
That's the replay booth in the headquarters.
So, dude, you talking about putting a clock on the call?
Put a clock on
2-minute clock, dude. The clock starts.
30 seconds, dog. 30 seconds. Let's go.
It's fucking up the runs. Niggas gotta get back in layup line.
Oh, they get cold. Like,
Look over there like this. Look over there on the
how
bench.
long is the replay?
So the league is finding ways to better the ref perception. Having people hear from the ref, having you know the ref's name.
They need to start selling the ref jerseys.
The refs, listen, the refs out of control though. The refs think they real cops, straight up. Refs, man, them old school refs used to talk crazy to you. Them old refs was like, you know what I'm saying? They used to talk to guys like they could fight. Like Mike Mathers would be like, hey, it ain't a foul. And I said, you know what, man? It's a foul. You keep talking that shit. You want to play tonight? Like, you be like, oh, shit, like straight up. Man, Charles Barkley used to talk crazy to the refs, but the refs used to talk just as crazy back.
It ain't none of that
Steve
no more.
Steve Javy be like, you want to play tonight?
Hey,
you want to play?
Now,
you be like, you shut the fuck up.
You can't look at the ref now.
Man, Steve Javy would look at you and be like, I wish you would look at me, Gary Payton. Man, what you looking at, bitch? Man, Gary Payton used to look back, man, what you looking at, bitch? I'm looking at you. I'm like, damn. You see that? The ref, man, it was, listen, the ref used to be a real dude. Like Hugh Evans, Hugh Hollins, Dick Bavetta, fucking Mike Mathis, man, these are all real niggas. These ain't, what's Sal's name?
Salvador.
Listen, you saw Joe when Paul and Al got into it. Joe stuck his head in. Hey, shut the fuck up. You remember that?
Right.
Al and P or in a one-on-one.
He was like talking.
P talking like, I'm gonna hit you in your head. Joe DeRozan was like, hey, shut the fuck up and play. Like he was like, shut up. Like, man, the ref used to be so hard, nigga. The ref was hard.
They did.
Man, listen. And then Joey Pavetta.
Dick Bavetta.
Joey Crawford. What? Man, Joey Crawford was gangster. Man, Joey Crawford threw Tim Duncan out because he was laughing. Hey, you out of here. Get the fuck out. And then turned his back on him like this.
Damn, he showed it.
And then Tim was like, what, me?
Tim Duncan.
Yeah, you, get the fuck out. And then turned his back. And then looked at the crowd like this.
Right.
Yo, shit.
Joey Crawford, he showed it.
Man, Joey Crawford was a gangster, boy. And the real cats in the league, like Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Michael Jordan. Man, they used to talk crazy back to these motherfuckers. Yeah, bitch, I'm looking at you.
Right.
What you looking at? I'm looking at you. I was like, damn, Javy, you good? Yeah, I'm good. I throw that motherfucker out. I was like, no.
Straight up.
What? I was like, damn, it turned into some real shit.
It got real out here.
Got real quick.
That's
what Mark Davis be on.
Man, Marcus, nobody be fucking with Mark.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Mark Davis told
shift the game in a second.
Mark Davis would be like, what?
Like,
yeah, I called it, yeah.
Remember Rondo ran up on Mark?
Man, Mark Davis told Allen Iverson, man, I'll beat your little ass after calling the foul. I said, man, there ain't no foul. He said, yes, it's a foul. Ain't no fucking foul. Boy, I'll beat your little ass. I was like, Mark, what? Listen, we're going into
Mark
some
other... got hands,
Hold on, right. What he got to, talking like that. He gotta have hands. Hey, go ahead, Nate. We're going into some other. We just over here talking shit now.
Very entertaining stuff.
But the refs, dog, the PM talking about give a clock to the refs, they waiting on Secaucus, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how that go.
He said, Monty over there eating the steak dinner like,
hold on, give me the mic. What? Let me see the shit. You know they talking shit on there. You call that shit? What?
Oh, my God.
Listen, they hard on the refs, too, man. The refs got a fucked up job, dog.
Yeah, oh, my
Straight
God.
up. But, you know, it is what it is.
Hilarious.
What team can use Bradley Beal right now, Pete?
I think...
A ton of teams, right?
Yeah, everybody can use Bradley Beal. He can push the needle. I mean, Lakers, Milwaukee, but I think this is my prediction. I think he gonna end up in OKC.
Why OKC?
Because they got all them picks. They got all them picks, and then you got Shea, who growing. He get a veteran over there. Think about it, he ain't had no veteran.
So you saying Washington is done with the Beal project, and
Yeah,
they're finna,
I-
hold on,
you
and
know
they finna
what?
start over, and they're gonna take on new talent and start curating that new talent? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I just think he don't fit with
The future?
the future, because Porzingis is still young, and then Kuzma showed that he is a good piece. So I think they look to build around him. I don't know why they got rid of the other young guy that played the Lakers, Rich Hachimura.
I think he wanted out of there.
Yeah,
I think he removed
I
himself.
think you get Bradley Beal, if you can find a way to get him a Milwaukee, but in most cases, when you trade a piece like him, you try to get him in the West.
I just about to say, do you move him out of conference? Do you move him to the
because you don't
West
want him
Coast?
to come back and bite you.
Well, it's pretty evident when he come back to Washington is what it's going to be. But you know, he has history there. What would you like to see him? Let me say, What would you like to see Bradley Beal? Yeah, right. What would you like to see him at?
Where he can really move the needle. I really think if you could try to get him in Milwaukee, man, if you could try to switch him in Middleton, because I think that's what Greek Freak need. Because I look at Bradley Beal like a Jamal Murray type. He can play on the ball, off the ball. I mean, he a perfect guard in any system.
And he can come in and be your number 2, your number 1, your number 3.
That's what I'm saying.
I like to see him in Sac, man. Sac got that up and down with him, bro.
They got a lot of guards over there that you got to play. I like
Monk. I like
Monk.
Yeah, I like him with that.
I
don't like Harrison Barnes no more.
I like the defensive player, him. They got good chemistry over there.
I don't like Harrison Barnes, though. Harrison Barnes, man, I'm off that. I think that needs to be refreshed, man.
But if they get rid of a Harrison Barnes, you need to get a better athlete at that spot. Like Bill make them smaller.
They do, but it also makes them quicker. Look at Golden State. Golden State lives. Well, you got Wiggins, 6'8", he plays big.
So I think his best fit on the title team.
I got to sit and think about it.
I got to sit here and say maybe Miami. Yeah. Ooh, Miami. If you could trade him for like a hero.
I was going to ask you that. We quick to get off the Miami train, and I want to say, I heard 2 things I want to talk about. I knew it was something I wanted to holler at you about. Man, did you see hold on, I want to ask the room this. Did anybody see the interview when they asked Jimmy Butler about the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
I didn't see that. What happened?
Tell him, KG.
Oh, what you mean?
Here's how 2 Hall of Famers would feel.
Yeah,
about
man.
this.
Yeah. So
I didn't see this.
Hold on.
This is new to me.
Hold on. So the first thing I'm gonna say, Pete, is that we as individuals are all different. And I want to start by saying that. And what's important to you might not be important to me.
Right.
What's important to me might not be important to you.
Right.
So I want to set that up. Because they asked him, they said, I think the question or something alluded to, the question was, how do you feel about the Hall of Fame? He was just like...
After a game?
No, bro. I don't know. It was just an interview, and they asked him.
Pre-game interview.
Pre-game
What do you
interview,
feel
they
about
said...
the Hall of Fame?
At the Hall of Fame. He was
at this point, I'm not even thinking about Hall of Fame.
Well, they asked him.
Yeah.
So it felt like a tee-up. You know how a question come out of left, and it felt like he was prepared for the answer, or he was on his toes with the answer. It felt like that, because when you, I don't know, I was thinking just like you, like, why would the guys ask a question like that pregame?
Like, where's that coming from?
Right, so it felt like a tee-up, but then it was a slap in at the Hall of Fame. Lord was like, man, I'm cool on the Hall of Fame. And if they asked me if I was there ever to be presented with the Hall of Fame, I probably wouldn't go.
Damn.
I was like, damn.
He said that.
Well, he shot that right there, and then said it, and then look, and then hold on, and then backed it up with, and I'm not I'm not tripping either. I know exactly what I'm saying. Nah, I'm cool on that. Nah, I ain't really on. That shit was like, it was like that was yesteryear. That's traditional. That's like what the old heads did. Young boys ain't doing it. Like he shot like something like that. Like you know.
And they asked him this during the finals?
I don't even know when they asked him. This was his answer. It don't even matter.
Game 5, it was an NBA TV interview. Jared Greenberg was conducting the interview, and he asked what KG had said, and he basically just said, I'm cool on that, and if I got the accolade, I wouldn't even show up to the award presentation.
He said all that shit?
I think a lot of that, all right, so I think a lot of that was just like, you know how it is in the finals when you win and lose games, the ups and downs of your emotions. And I think he was just going through a lot of emotions being in the finals, and that was kind of like that question. So I'm sure after you get a chance to settle down, it'll be a different answer.
So you want to ask him? You want to ask him like 6 months later?
I don't like, because for me, coming off a finals loss, if I'm down 3-0 or 3-1, that ain't really a question I'm like trying to feed. I'm not trying to give you a lot on that, right?
No, I felt like he was conscious of the question, Pete, and then he answered it unequivocally, and then came back and was like, "Yeah, I know the frame of mind I'm in, and about almost like, yeah, I'm conscious of the question, but at the same time, he doubled down hard on it, and he was on some like that shit was old. That's like what the old heads like. Not saying he said in particular old heads, but I took from the aloofness of what he was saying. Like, yeah, that was like, that's what you did back then. Like, the new style ain't that. Like, that ain't
Damn.
So I was like, wow.
You can't disrespect the Hall of Fame. It's a hell of an honor, period. I mean, not everybody get there.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame is
I think
very
he'll
select
rethink
group.
he got still a long career. At the end, he'll see where he at. We change with our opinions over time and stuff, so.
Would you consider Jimmy Butler Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I would. Based on his playoff performances and stuff, and, he got the 2 finals. Yeah, he a Hall of Famer. Yeah, I think he's done enough.
I don't know, I used to have Hall of Fame on such a level that it was almost like our, Hall of Fame was like our pillars that held the league up, or the guys that did. Listen, first off, I'm not here to judge anybody's catalog of work. Jimmy got a crazy catalog of work. He's been in the game for a long time. My definition of a Hall of Famer is someone who's taking their teams and put them on their back. So, he's in that definition. I guess when I sit back and I'm so yesteryear and I'm trying to get over this and appreciate some of this new talent and what he's done for the game and what he's done for teams. The other day, P said he would take Jimmy Butler over Tracy McGrady. And I was looking at P like, huh? And then P started talking, and he was like, Tracy ain't never willed his teams to victory like this. He never just alphaed the game and da-da-da-da and da-da-da. And I was listening, I was like, damn, he making a solid point here. Like, I didn't look at it like that. And then too, I'm almost like the grandfather too. I seen Jimmy Butler when he first came in. He was hard-nosed, he played hard. He was known as a little defensive stopper, played with the Bulls, and he grown as hell now. He grown up, and he been doing this and that put in. So when you say that, Pete, my first reaction was, nah, he ain't his body of work. And then I got to thinking about it, I was like, man, the hardest parts of the league is the playoffs. And he's had a crazy run, and within 5 years that you got to look at and be like, damn, his body of work is up there or better than the Grant Hills because of the consistencies and just of the pennies and.
But then I also look at
of the stars that I consider to be Hall of Fame. So when you said that at first, I was like, you tripping, and then I looked at his body of work and I was like, oh, okay.
But it also comes down to like you look and say, damn, who I want in the foxhole with me?
Yeah, he's one of them.
You know what I'm saying? Who I want? You know what I'm saying? Who I want?
I just thought his comments were. I thought his comments were obviously his comments. I looked at it totally different. I look at it like the Hall of Fame is something that's that your body of work actually creates for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to be considered one of the greatest to ever do something. You know
I think if you have enough, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, the body of work. Okay, how many All-Stars?
Compared to the people that's come before you, that's the comparison.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
But now I think it's like, how many defining moments do you have? Like when you think about that player, you like, damn, I'm always gonna remember this. Like, I'm always gonna remember this run. He didn't make a championship and he didn't win an MVP, but these runs he had was unreal.
Nice.
Like, so when you got some defining moments that you just won't forget, like, you know what I'm saying? I think that kind of gets you in there.
Same thing like Charles Barkley.
Tracy and Barkley, they didn't have some defining moments.
Karl Malone,
they didn't have some defining moments.
Hell yeah.
Like, that you still look back like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And so.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. And then until you said it like that, P, I didn't look at it like that. I just looked at it like straight up, mono, like, what you say? And then I was like, and then as you kept going, I was like, oh, okay, I see your points. I see exactly where you're at. So when you say it like that, I think too that they're considering a lot of what goes into Hall of Fame too is about consistency in your body of work. And when you take his body of work compared to others that's Hall of Fame or in this already in, yeah, under those examples, he'll be in.
Right.
Where would you like to see Chris Paul go, or is this, or is it done?
I'm not sure if
done?
I can see Chris as a starting point guard on a championship roster, but as a backup on a championship roster, I really love him in that role because he's gotten older. You know, he's around 38.
Hold on, you don't think he's a starter?
On a championship team. Like,
so he couldn't start for Denver right now?
No.
He couldn't start for Miami right now?
No.
He couldn't start for Miami?
No.
You would take Kyle Lowry over?
Well, I the way Miami plays with the pace.
You take Vincent over?
As a starter, yeah.
You take Vincent over Chris Paul for the Miami Heat?
For chemistry purposes, yeah. For chemistry purposes, yeah. I'll put him in the place of Kyle Lowry in that role. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris, I like to see like him in Milwaukee. It'd be great coming off the bench for Drew Holiday. Him in Golden State, it'd be great. You know, you putting him on teams to where he can give you like 10 and 12 and 8 off the bench, which is solid. 15.
What Chris Paul averaged last year?
Chris Paul averaged
As a starter,
14 points, 9 assists,
12 and 8
steal
off
and
the
a half
bench.
a game.
how many minutes?
He played 32 minutes and played 59 games.
Right.
60 games, Lord. 30 minutes.
Yeah, so now I like him coming off the bench.
What?
You're gonna preserve him a little more. I don't have him. You see these guards? Chris Paul as a starter, he got to play against these guards. These new guards, dog. You got Scoot Henderson coming in. I don't want Chris Paul matching up with these. I want him against the guys off the bench right now.
I want Chris Paul to start the game and then end the game. He ain't got to play the whole shit.
I like him. I don't want him going against Brunson. I don't want him matched up like that. I don't want him matched up against Kyrie.
If anybody
right
can
now.
handle that, he can.
No,
I don't want Vincent handling that. Vincent don't know what to do with that.
This is not a knock
Vincent
on Chris. I just think on a championship. So why they got rid of him then?
Lord, first off.
Why they got rid of him?
First off, it's a buyout. That means it's two understandings on each side, meaning that he don't want to be there, and then the organization
You
saying
don't think he want to be there?
No, I don't. Or why is he buying out? Why is he buying out then?
It's not a buyout. It's a wave.
It's a wave.
Yeah.
But he's cooperating with.
What do you mean it's a wave? They're not waiving $40 million.
It's not against
I know.
Paul's will. Like
It's a team
It's an understanding between two parties. That's what a buyout is.
It's a team option though.
So let me say this. It's a team option, so the team is getting rid of him, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Nah, Lou, I think he don't
The team is getting, this ain't Chris Paul saying I'm opting out. You know what I'm saying?
But he has the leverage, and he's got the stature where he's going to have some say-so on what's going on, right?
Like where he goes, okay, yeah, he might have that, but it's not him saying I want out.
So if he wanted to stay, you think he had the power to stay?
Why wouldn't he stay and see what he could develop with Booker and KD? This is your best championship.
Nothing is official yet. They're exploring options, but waiving him is an option that they're considering. So I think ultimately the players have the power most of the time.
Hold on.
What are you saying right now?
Hold on.
Is they waiving him or not?
Hold on.
Yeah. He don't have no power. They're waiving him.
If they're waiving him, that means they are clearing. They're clearing cap for his contract. His contract is crazy.
Yeah. So they saying if they keep him on the roster, they pay this. So if they waive him, they cut that money in half.
It's off. They're finna get 2-3 players. They're finna get 2-3 players for that.
That's
My
what I'm
thing
saying.
is, he averaged 15 on what I consider a championship caliber team. One, he's leaving the team. It's only 3 teams to me, 3 or 4 teams that's better than Phoenix to me, right? So he's leaving the team. Where would you like to see him go?
I think if he can end up on a team,
a caliber team, championship
caliber team,
coming off the
bench, I'm looking at teams like Milwaukee.
You would like to see him in Milwaukee?
I mean, yeah, behind Drew Holiday, they need some ball handling and a clutch player.
And then anything happens to Drew Holiday, you can insert
Exactly.
Chris Paul. Right.
Yeah, I think a team like
he can get more. I think he can start still though. I don't think he play heavy minutes.
But I don't think he can start on a championship team. So listen, when we talk about championship teams,
I hear what you're saying. Like starting on Denver. You saying Cap will come off behind Jamal Murray?
What about can he start on Philly? No. Can he start on Boston? You know what I'm saying? These is contenders I'm talking about. Can he start on Milwaukee, Denver? You know what I'm saying? So I like him off the bench for them teams. It just make more sense. He's 38. He's not gonna have the what you need to start off these games guarding these young, quick guards no more. You need some speed down there. I don't want to see him on Jamal Murray starting off the game. Like,
yeah, I do though. Chris Paul been in the thick. He know how to.
Yeah, but he's older.
I get it. So as we start racing,
when you look at his game, he can play another three years.
No, he can play another 4 years.
Yeah, he can play into his 40s.
At 20 minutes.
Yeah,
22
exactly.
minutes.
So I'm looking at that.
I got you. What I'm saying is I'm gonna start you though. I'm gonna have you start the games, get everybody on the same, boom, boom, boom. Yeah. You don't need him to come in here and score. You don't. But guess what? You leave him open, he can hit a standstill three. He can hit a spot up three in the corner, three at the top of it. He can hit a mid-range. He can still be a player, and he got knowledge and in the locker room. That's what I'm talking about.
I get all that. I'm looking at his
you're talking
age.
about durability. You're talking about durability.
I'm looking at his resume as far as like he's often injured a lot.
Durability.
Late in the season, he comes up with like these freakish injuries and stuff. So I'm trying to preserve that.
Yeah, we.
You know, what would you like to see him?
You know what's crazy? I've always wanted to see Chris Paul and LeBron play together.
See, I don't need two 39-year-olds.
No, I got that. You're right. I played with two of my friends. I played with Steph, and I had a chance to play with you. And playing with your homeboy that actually knows you is a whole nother dynamic. I can say it'd be something to where we didn't go over in practice, but we had a play in Boston where it was strong side would come down, Perk would go down, pick on Ray come up, and then as Ray would either throw it to me and I had a dribble handoff with P, sometimes under the understanding of me and P, I would tell Ray to hold it, and me and P would play a game. And I didn't even say shit to him. And I'm just reading P. P will come off curl, get the layup, boom, or he'll go back door. But the chemistry here, we never talked about that shit. I might catch the ball, and he may go back door, boom, catch him. He may come and get on the handoff. But we never talked about it. That dynamic, bro, that's a different dynamic. P might come in, and I can tell that he tired. I know I'm switching on this. And then he'll point. Sometimes can't even say that. So the dynamic of friends playing on the court is a real dynamic. I'm not saying you play them in a big abundance, but a guy like Chris Paul is not only good for Bron, but he's good for AD. He's good for younger guards. He's good for other guys on the team. And it's LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's LA.
As a starter or off the bench?
I like your concept of what you said. I like the concept of coming off the bench. I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I like him starting, though. He gets you, he puts you in a place where...
You think that's a good fit, though, for, like, Lakers? Like, Bron and him starting, they both need... Like, Chris needs the ball for sure.
Yeah,
we know Bron needs the ball for sure.
So, yeah, I don't
know if that's a good mix.
I get it. I'm just talking about what the Lakers have. I'm taking him over...
D'Lo?
No, I'm taking him over the kid from Germany. What's the Schroeder? I'm taking him over him.
Oh, yeah, off the bench.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Chris Paul can come in and start for the Lakers right now, and give them something better in consistency. And you play the dynamic of him and D'Lo. Because D'Lo really be playing like he come off the bench sometimes, though. You know what I'm saying? He's so inconsistent. So I would have that come off. I'll take D'Lo against someone's, playing off someone's first off the bench. D'Lo's supposed to win that matchup most times. He's a goddamn starting point guard.
Yeah.
So if you bring him off the bench there, yeah. Or you go miss a match, you know? If D'Lo got it going, you put him in a 5-game rotation, start him. Like, they go together is what I'm saying. And, yeah, man, I like that dynamic.
You make the Lakers the oldest team in the league if he go there. That's not a recipe for winning.
I don't think that you can go out and make any type of trade or type of moves that brings young talent and put you over the hump. What young talent?
How did the Lakers, think about this. The Lakers got better. Why this year? Because they traded to get younger, fresher Lakers.
Younger, fresher, hungrier players.
Exactly.
Right.
So
No, I got it. You said use him in the capacity of coming off the bench of a lesser role. That works in it. That's what I'm saying.
All right,
I'm saying.
So I would like to see him. That's cool.
I want to see him play with his friend, and then
Yeah.
I want to see Cousins them back in the league, man. Melo retired.
Melo's retired.
Melo's retired.
DeMarcus Cousins is playing in Puerto Rico right now, and he is looking to come back in the league.
Sacramento, go back to Sac.
Go back to Sac, man.
Go back to Sac.
Ooh, Cousins.
Cousins back in Sac.
Yeah, man, listen.
They need some depth.
They just need a presence in there. They already got some great momentum, man. I think he'll come back and make that whole thing. You know, and then, too, Cousins ain't the same Cousins. You know, you got to think that he's grown, he's more mature, been around the league now. Ain't that same, you know, that same young lion, but he still got a lot of more basketball in him, man.
I think so, too.
I think he can go up there and I think him, you know, De'Aaron and him, Kentucky guys ain't never did us wrong in this league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he can shoot.
And he can play. I think he brings another dynamic to them. That high-low with a guy like Sabonis who can, you know, if you can take some pressure off Sabonis, what?
Yeah.
Play Sabonis at the 4?
Yeah.
Man, I love that, actually. I love that, actually. What do you do with Kyrie Irving, and what do you do with James Harden? Where do you want to see them go? Where do you want to see Kyrie go?
Like, I think Miami can use Kyrie. They needed some more scoring in that series.
They needed
you know,
a little more presence.
Jimmy is a good scorer, but he needed somebody to help take pressure off him. You know what I'm saying? Offensively.
You know who didn't show up, bro? Who I thought was having a great run? The Strauss kid, man. Man,
all of them was having great runs. They all showed
man,
up.
him, Vincent, man, them niggas didn't show up in the finals, Lord. Caleb, none of them. The guys that got them there, they ran out of gas, bro. They needed talent.
I just thought the moment was a little bit bigger.
Kyle Lowry, too. I thought the moment was a little bit too big for Kyle Lowry. I thought Kyle Lowry would play better in the finals. He didn't have the finals too long.
He was solid.
Nah. Motherfuckers say he was better than Chauncey in here. I think motherfuckers shot that in the, like, what? Like,
I mean, Kyle Lowry is older now.
No, I was looking for more from him from that series. That's all I'm saying. I thought I was expecting a little more. I don't know, but yeah. Kyrie to Miami though is. Whew.
Yeah, because you can sign Kyrie and get him to Miami because you could get Tyler Hero and maybe another shooter for Luka Doncic, and it both kind of work. Because Luka needs shooters.
He do. He need guys.
His setup need to be like how Bron's setup is when he was winning.
Yeah.
You know, where he ball dominant, and he got just shooters everywhere, and then like he need that one other guard that can get a bucket.
Mm-hmm. Like Mo.
Yeah.
Like Mo or Kyrie or something like that.
Yeah, so like, I think it worked if you try to figure, because I don't like Kyrie with Luka Doncic.
Two ball dominant guys.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good chemistry. Unless you just got all shooters around you. So I don't know.
What would you like to see James Harden?
I mean, I like James to stick with Philly. I mean, if he interested in winning the championship, I think that's his best bet, and they just got to get better. They need to add something. They need to get, whether they bench get better, you know, with the young guys they got coming off the bench, or, you know, you find a trade, maybe like if you can upgrade Tobias Harris somehow, you know, but I like him right there. Just, you know, you got, because Embiid takes pressure off of him. This is your main scorer, so James ain't got to be that scorer. He can be exactly who he was this year.
And vice versa. I think Embiid needed somebody that can give you, and James do that. With Tyrese, with Maxey and James Harden, I think that you got those derivatives that you can go to and get diversity from scoring, right? You got them assets, right?
Right.
I wish James was a little younger to just be with Embiid, but it is what it is, right? But I like him there too, in the capacity. He's a passer, pass first now.
Knock down shots.
Makes people better. He just got to be more consistent, P. He can't go and have 45 and then come back and give me like 7 or go 2 for 14, like.
Right.
And then I've just been hearing I've been hearing strongly like he's really considering Houston. He got thriving businesses there. He wants to be there. He's talking about shutting it down.
I actually been to his
soon.
restaurant out there. We need to go there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I heard a number of good things.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like
but he's talking about maybe consider shutting it down in the next couple, 3 to 5. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's.
I mean, I can't be mad at him because he's like. I think James is in a space in his life to where, you know, guys nowadays, it's different now. Guys is like, man, winning a championship ain't that important to me. You know, it's about life, it's about family, it's about other things than basketball. You know, when he got his businesses, his house there, and everything's thriving, you'd have made over $500 million between shoes and hoops. It's like when you get older, you start thinking about other things. That's just the world we live in. And like, he's starting to think toward what retirement's gonna look like. He probably gonna retire in Houston. So I can't be mad at him if he wanna go to Houston and lay it down.
You better chill.
Yeah, and thrive with his business, help the young guys, be a mentor, and
do something else
with his life. Because he's still a relatively young guy.
It sounds like that, right?
Yeah. So when you start thinking Houston, it's like, all right, if I'm James, that's kind of like that's what I would be thinking. That's where his brand is strongest. You know?
Yeah.
That's where his influence is the strongest.
Facts.
You know, he gonna have life after basketball. He thinking about life after basketball if he think about Houston, because Houston's not a contender if he go there with all them today with him.
I like their young players though. They got some good pieces.
Well,
man, New Orleans, man, first off, New Orleans, calm down. Fucking calm down. First off, Zion is a fucking human being. He's gonna put his pants in one leg, and he's gonna put his pants in his leg in the other leg. You understand? Man, look, shit happens, and he's gonna go through something. He's a growing young man. If you thought he was gonna go through this whole shit and nothing happened to the kid, that's not how it works. It's not how life is working. You understand?
Ooh, I think I'm.
Listen, first off, Zion is a generational talent. Okay? Motherfuckers was patient with goddamn Embiid. Motherfuckers was patient with Giannis. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't really agree with he a generational talent.
Man, you fucking crazy. You ain't seen no motherfucker 285, this powerful, this agile.
Yeah,
you ain't seen nothing like this, dog. Stop, man. Stop, man.
Shawn Kemp.
Stop, man.
Shawn Kemp.
Stop, man. Stop.
Charles Barkley.
Stop, man.
I'm saying, you asked me, I'm telling you.
Charles Barkley was not this explosive. He was explosive, he was not this explosive.
Not like, okay,
Stop, man.
All right, what about Shawn Kemp?
He was not this explosive.
So you saying Zion more athletic?
I said more explosive.
All right, same thing. More explosive than Shawn?
Yeah. I love Shawn Kemp.
I ain't seen the same dunk-ons like I seen it from
Ain't nobody
Zion.
getting none of that. We ain't got no dunk. Man, them grown men he dunking on. Dumb grown men. Ain't no grown men in the no, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody getting in the ways of Zion. Who getting in the way? Yeah, them men Shawn Kemp was dunking on with daddies and old men and trying to block. Yeah. Ain't nobody in this generation jumping with dude. Yeah. You trying to say I'm saying Zion, I've never seen explosiveness like this. Not saying that Shawn Kemp wasn't explosive. I'm saying Zion is probably the most explosive player
he in the
I've
Shawn
seen.
Kemp mode though.
I ain't seeing Shawn Kemp do no 360, but I'll break the backboard on shit like this, bro. I'm talking about what we know Zion to be.
I mean, in the game, but you know.
He is a
I'm just saying,
generational talent. That's what I'm saying. He is not like your average player or average talent. He is a generational talent. That's what I'm saying. Zion comes to your shit, he changed the whole mechanism of your franchise. Straight up and down. Yeah, let Zion go to New York.
I mean, it's a lot of excitement,
The Zion effect. Get the fuck out of here. You tripping.
He excited. I like him.
You trade Zion for your best player. If I'm getting rid of Zion, let me get your best player. I'm trading Zion for Giannis.
I really got to think about if I can trade up in the draft and get the number 2 or 3 pick for Zion.
They're not better than Zion.
I say he better, but I really got to start thinking about it because
nobody in this draft is better than Zion.
A player, and I ain't knocking Zion. Zion is a great player. He's an all-star, but a guy who's weight issues and injury issues, and I can get a scoot, I got to think about it. It's something I really got to think about. Yeah, I really got to think about that. A guy who has weight issues and injury issues, and this young, I got to really think about that trade.
What you thinking about?
I got to think, if it's on the table, I got to really look at it close. I gotta go to his trainer right now. I'm gonna fly where he at. Let me see where he at. Man.
So you're taking your glasses off, you're looking at him?
I'm like, man.
Having a conversation?
Let me see these sprints. We're gonna get some sprints in. What's the step on the scale? How that knee doing? I'm gonna really do some examining.
Hamstring, it ain't no knee.
Hamstring, I'm gonna see, damn, that's a long hamstring injury. Man.
Yeah.
And then you had the foot injury before that. Then before that, what was it? The knee? Man,
so you off? You off?
I mean, it ain't like he's 6'9".
Wall?
I'm gonna look at it close. I'm gonna be like,
Wall?
I'm gonna be like.
He'll be going into his 5th year. The season before last, he missed the entire year, and last year he only played 29 games. But let's not forget, when he did play, they were the number 1 seed in the Western Conference.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, we were having a different conversation 6 months ago about Zion. So,
if you can trade Zion for Wembanyama, you doing it? He looking at me now. A generational talent. A generational talent.
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
Wemby.
You doing it?
Hell yeah, I'm doing it.
All
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
So what you
Nah,
saying?
get your little fat ass out of here, dog. Get your ass on out of here, right?
Oh, you a fool. He starts. He couldn't fight it. He couldn't fight it no more.
I'm listening too, P. I mean, we're here talking, but I'm listening too. You made a point, right?
Oh, my
You
God.
said 3 and 5, 3 and 5. Nigga gave you shit.
Oh, man.
P, you ain't shit.
That's a good
P, you
one.
ain't shit. No, I'm taking Wembanyama because he's taller, longer.
That's
you know,
what
he's
I said.
generational
That's
talent
a
too.
generational
That's what I'm
talent.
saying though. You get Zion, like the fact that they're talking about trading that type of talent, period. Like, bro, it's just crazy, P. That's all I'm saying. Just,
Man, I might have to throw another couple pieces just to ensure that y'all want CJ too. Y'all can have him for Wembanyama. I gotta go get him. A team gotta think about it. Who, San Antonio? You think they?
Where you play, big fella?
Ooh,
Where you play, big fella? You play him at the 5 or the 3?
he had the 5. All day 5.
5?
5.
He's
the 5. No
your
other
center?
position.
He's your
He's
center?
my center.
He shoots threes, though, P.
Every center shoot threes.
No.
Nobody's posting him
He's
up.
stepping back, shooting threes high, fade away, one-legged high, dirking you high.
Carl Towns is doing the same thing. I mean,
He blocking shots?
yeah, he gonna block some shots in the league. Oh yeah, he should average at least 2 blocks a night.
First year, what you think he averaged? Point-wise, what you give
I
him
just think
in today's league?
I gave him double-double.
Double-double? Oh, he comes in and give you 10-10?
I think 10-10.
You think so? That's reasonable?
Yeah, 10-10 and 2.
How long you playing? 30 game?
32 minutes.
32 minutes? What's the stats right now, Nate? You know
Look
what?
it up right now, yeah.
32 minutes in the game this year? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And he in San Antonio?
Yeah, 32 minutes.
You put it all around him?
They got some pieces around him already, some young pieces.
Yeah.
21 and a half, 10 rebounds a game, 3 blocks.
Because they got some guys on San Antonio giving you 18, 20 a night, 15.
They got some guys down there.
Yeah,
I like
so I don't
those
see
guys.
him coming in taking over the scoring load right away.
Plays 32 a night.
Because they all young. So they all trying to like figure their way, you know.
What you giving him? If you are his mentor and he's coming in, first thing you want to work with him with, what you telling this trainer? What does he need?
First of all, I need Timmy D there, or KG there.
Ooh.
I need to bring in somebody of that caliber.
Yeah, San Antonio ain't gonna let KG come down. So
They ain't gonna let you come down there. I need to bring Timmy D in.
Timmy D
like,
is
look,
definitely come out of the garage from
come
cars
on,
and
Timmy
shit.
D. I need you to kind of be a mentor for him a little bit.
Timmy finna play the shadows.
Yeah, play the shadows a little bit.
His temperament is similar too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, it's a European game, so he should fit in.
Yeah, so I will try to see if I can bring Timmy to talk to him and be around him, be an influence on him.
NBA do a game in France around March. You have him go to France in February.
Man, that's
do
what
an
an All-Star
open?
game should be.
Man, listen, I shot that at somebody. I thought the All-Star game should be in Paris for 1 year.
Right.
Or London.
Or
Do it at the
London.
OT. Do it at the O2.
Yeah.
You guys talked about that earlier in the year.
That'd be
we did.
crazy. That'd be sick.
We gotta keep
I mean, we're
planting that
Euro
seed.
though, bro.
We gotta keep planting that seed.
Who's our best American player?
Take it to China.
Who's our best American player right now? KD? Tatum?
I'm gonna say Steph right now.
Steph?
Steph is our best American player right now. Yeah.
Steph over KD?
Yeah.
Ja? Fucking Tatum?
The top
Tatum?
five, they all top
They
five.
five,
but
right,
I think,
right,
you know,
right,
I think
right.
it's like, you know, Steph, LeBron, KD, Tatum, and Ja.
Bron still top 5?
Yeah.
Bron can't get 60, Lord. Bron can't get 50. Your best player can get...
He still averaged 30.
Bro, yeah.
He still averaged 30 this year. Damn.
Can't even go against
What more
that
you
shit. You
want?
can't even argue that shit,
know,
right?
right?
My
Right,
bad,
right.
Bron.
Damn.
right?
Still averaging 30 and 38.
That's 40.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You can get a bucket today? You can get a bucket in today's game? Right now.
If I just walked out of here and walked into an NBA game, yeah, I'll probably
Man, we out, man.
I'll probably
Hey.
pull my hamstring on the
Hey,
first
man, we
double
out.
down.
KG certified. We out.
understand what I've been through. All of it made me into the man that I am today.
32-0, his brother Andre Ward was great.
I'm going to do things my way. I wanted to have a body of work, not just in the ring, but as a man. Only thing you ain't done in boxing is lose.
SOG, The Book of Ward, only on Showtime, streaming with Paramount Plus.